G'day and welcome to the CruiseAway show. Wonderful to have your company as we escape on more incredible cruise holiday adventures around the world. I'm Derek.
And I'm Jo. Great to see you. Now, you are in the right place to enjoy the best combination of adventure, inclusion and great value getaways anywhere here in Oz.
Here at CruiseAway, we've been sending Australian travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 25 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all major cruise lines, sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So, if you're ready, let's go cruising.
Yes, let's. And we're heading off to discover the Cunard difference. And this is the journey that comes with the best part of 200 years of know-how when it comes to putting on a show.
Yes, refined, enriched, immersive and quality sailing from one of the most cherished names in the industry. We'll be taking you on their elevated travels to Nordic shores, the grandeur of the Mediterranean and so much more.
Starting with the chance next May to enjoy an incredible Queen Victoria journey to Atlantic Isles and Moorish shores on a 21-night trip, starting with your flight from Sydney to incredible London in the UK and enjoying a 3-night stay in the capital. Wow. Now, maybe you're going to be visiting some relatives or friends in this part of the world. Whilst you're here, you can kind of tie that in as well with 3 nights in London. But I mean, what a city. London does not stop impressing you in terms of history, culture, shopping, cuisine, you name it. And this time of year as well, you've got beautiful gardens that are going to be full of life. Now, we have included your transfer to Southampton to join the iconic Queen Victoria for 16 nights. This is going to be not just a cruise, as they say on Cunard, it's a voyage of enrichment and discovery on the oldest cruise line brand in the world, the White Star Line, which is just recently celebrated 180 years. So you get to really enjoy the traditional cruising style mixed with the modern flair on Cunard. You know, whether you're up in the winter gardens enjoying a lovely afternoon tea with served in the traditional way with the white gloves and the tea tray, they come around and you know you get to pick all of that. It's a really special experience. And you can upgrade to a champagne afternoon tea should you wish as well. If you want to treat yourself. When you wander around the ship, there'll be little elements, little hallmarks of its history as well, including, you know, a mini museum. They have a bookshop on board. You can learn fencing. That's pretty clever, isn't it? Strolling down the stairs on formal night with the clock right there in the atrium is quite the experience. And I tell you what, this is the cruise where you pack your glad rags and you get dressed up to the nines. Sequins head to toe, ladies, I'm telling you. Gentlemen, make sure you pack that tux because you'll definitely want to wear it. And it just feels so special doing that. You know, you might be in the Royal Box in the theatre just thinking, well, this is the life. And you know, when it comes to relaxing, they have an extensive level of spa treatments up in the spa, and you can even enjoy the thermal suites. You can get yourself a pass to go and enjoy the sauna, steam, and as you just saw right there, the thermal bath, which is a nice way to relax and indulge after a long day, relaxing and indulging. After port as well. It's a great thing to do. If you're kind of a little bit pooped from all the excursions, then, you know, why not relax and grab some room service and kick back in your robe in your stateroom because you don't have to be out dining every night. Dining al fresco is a really wonderful thing to do on Cunard. You can see how beautifully they set it up. And the food, of course, as you'd expect, is first class. You have everything you can possibly imagine. Now, already included as part of your cruise fare, you're going to find the buffet and your main dining. I mean, that's all. You can eat all your meals there all the time if you want to, and it is the experience because you know, 3-course menu, different changes absolutely every night. You get served, you feel like you're absolute royalty, honestly, on Cunard. But there are the options of doing specialty dining as well, so you can tack that on if you've got a special occasion. But we are cruising for 16 nights out of Southampton, and first up we are going to be into the Azore Islands, Prize Victoria, very calm and green, shaped by volcanic kills. and a scenic tour of the Terceira Island, visiting the lava fields and the traditional villages would be a lovely one to do here. Learn about the geothermal elements. Ponta Delgado is next in the Azores, and you might want to visit the Sete Cidades crater lakes. As you see there, they kind of glow green. It's really interesting. And the San Miguel volcanic heart around that is nice to discover on an excursion. Next up, it's Agadir in Morocco, which offers a light coastal introduction to Morocco, known for its souks and its beautiful mosques. And a guided city tour and Casper tour here will give you an insight into Moroccan life. Then we're into Casablanca, third port in Morocco, where you can visit the Hassan II Mosque and explore key landmarks and modern design as well. It's lovely to have 3 Moroccan ports on one itinerary. It's unusual too, or 4 shall we say, because we've got Tangier as well. So in Tangier, you might want to head to the Caves of Hercules and the Old Town as well, where you can view the Straits of Gibraltar and just learn about the layered past of this historic port. Next up, it's Portugal. We're into Lisbon, the capital, where you might want to head on a tour which takes you to historic Lisbon and the Belém Tower. This is where you'll explore monuments of the Age of Discoveries and scenic viewpoints over the Tagus. And, you know, that's a lovely thing to do in Lisbon. Here's an overview for you. Now, just to remind you, before you get back into Southampton, there's a couple of days at sea to enjoy the ship. We've included your transfer from the port back to the airport to fly you back to Australia. But, of course, flying into London, heading off to the Azure Islands, and 3 ports in Morocco, then it's Lisbon, and then Southampton, you disembark.
Oh, it's incredible. And this is the way to cruise as well. Cunard is wonderful. Do you know as well, it's kind of like it's like a tale of 2 halves as well, because during the day, it is very, very relaxed. It is very casual. It is very, you know, it's great. It's because you're exploring, you're enjoying, you're relaxing. It's a holiday after all. And then, of course, there's that time, that kind of sunset hour, 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, where it transforms into another world, and that world that you really do associate with Cunard as well. Elegance, glamour, fantastic occasion. Wonderful, wonderful nights of entertainment as well. You have some amazing destinations on this cruise as well. Listen, I'm going to show you the package price for everything, and then I'll break down what's included, because it really is such a special holiday and such a different caliber of cruising experience here as well. It's wonderful. It's almost like the grand old age of modernity, if you like. It is absolutely beautiful, and such a lot of charm as well included. So your package price is your flight from Sydney over to London. Then remember, we've got a 3-night hotel stay in London for you to enjoy. We've included the transfer that takes you from London down to iconic Southampton. That's where you want to join a Cunard ship, isn't it? In Southampton. Queen Victoria on board for the next 16 nights. Elegance, comfort, stylish voyaging out to the Azores, to Morocco and to Portugal as well. Enjoying the finer side of life, because you deserve it. The most beautiful surroundings. And just that lovely feeling of escape. Fine cuisine, amazing service, and just the greatest of times. I love this. It is brilliant. When the cruise ends, we'll transfer you back to the airport in London from Southampton for your flight back to Sydney. So you can see there's a lot packed in to an amazing price tag, courtesy of CruiseAway. Here are all the details you need to book. Remember, booking today can be as simple as a low deposit. I think that's the great thing about a holiday like this. You know, we're talking about next May, so it's a way away. And you might be thinking, oh, I love the idea of this holiday, but oh, did you have to show me now? So the great thing is a low deposit, and you've got plenty of time then to, budget for the journey. Maybe you'll talk to other friends or family members about taking this holiday with you as well, because, a cruise holiday is a great way of going away with other people and all doing what you want to do. You'll always have people who are a bit more sit down and stop and let's be horizontal in the spa, and there'll be others that want to be playing tennis and fencing and doing the physical side of things. You can all do that on a cruise adventure. Call us right now. Remember, you call us toll free right the way through the week on 1300 412 358, and our team can answer any questions you want. You can tailor that offer further if you wanted to as well. You could change the nights in London, you could do something else instead of flying straight home from London. The world, as they say, is your oyster.
It is. It absolutely is, and we have so many incredible offers for you to choose from, no matter what you're looking for. Now, our second showcase journey with Cunard takes us to the delightful Norwegian fjords and more as part of a 17-night trip in April next year. Again, it begins by flying from Sydney over to London in the UK and staying for 3 nights in a city hotel with plenty of time to revel in the sights. And oh, there's so many sights in London town. Whether cruising up the Thames, heading to the Tower of London or Tower Bridge, maybe you're going to go and see the Crown Jewels, I would highly recommend it. Towers of Parliament, of course. If you can, do the hop-on, hop-off bus, which gives you a great overview of London, and definitely head to Soho. It's bustling and exciting. Liberties of London, Harrods. Now, we've included your transfer to Southampton for you to join the ship, and it is going to be a good one, this one, on the Queen Victoria for 12 fabulous nights. A ship I'm very familiar with, cruised on her quite a few times, and she is gorgeous and refined, but also surprisingly fresh and modern. You know, Cunard gives you that classical edge because it is the pinnacle of cruising. Let's be honest. It is the traditional cruise line or cruise vessel, shall we say. Cunard, you know, they only have 4 ships, but every single one of them really has such beauty and exclusivity, and it does feel so exclusive being on a Cunard cruise, I have to say. From the grandiosity of the dining room, the beautiful chandeliers, and just the thoughtful touches around the ship, beautiful polished beams in kind of almost feeling like a very traditional, you know, sailing boat almost. But at the same time, you've got all of your mod cons, everything you possibly need to enjoy your cruise to the absolute hilt. And the theatre, wow. I mean, it's a proper traditional theatre experience, even with the opera boxes, the royal boxes that you can absolutely reserve should you want to. And of course, they have a nightly show that is different every single night for you, from the featured cast through to specialty acts on board. During the day, it's nice to take part in some of the great activities they have. And then they have crafting activities. They also have the internet cafe, which offers you loads of different classes that you can do if you're wanting to learn different sort of aspects of technology. That's always an option as well. And you know, wellness, the Royal Spa, well, this has a wonderful, relaxing and indulgent look and feel. And you've got a full salon up there, so you can have your hair cut and coloured, your full barber service. They do things like acupuncture. They have all kinds of different rare treatments that you may not even find, to be honest, back home in your regular spas. Because this is, I mean, we're talking about 6-star experience here. I love it. Shopping, the Royal Arcade, lots of wonderful shops for you. Jewellery, watches, Cunard branded goods, which you've got to pick up for sure and take home. Give everybody else envy, turn them green with envy. Now, the dining experience, let's talk about this, because when you're on a cruise, when you're on Cunard, this is all included. The only the extras are things like drinks and if you want to upgrade to specialty dining. But honestly, the dining room experience, which you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, dinner and afternoon tea in, is so superb. You might not want to venture out of the dining room, and that's absolutely fine. Now, we are cruising out of Southampton, and a day at sea is going to see us into Hamburg in Germany, which is a city shaped by water, trade and movement, with lots of incredible bridges, great architecture, and you know, not too far from Berlin either if you want to head there for the day. But, you know, Hamburg has tons to offer on its own. We are into Oslo next, which is the capital of Norway. And you might want to learn about the Viking history, thousands of years of history and exploration in the Viking Ship Museum, or the Sculpture Park's also very interesting. Very friendly city for sure. Then we're into Ålesund in Norway, which is a very charming, colourful port of call. Now, a guided town walk and viewpoint visit might be on the cards here for you, and you'll get a feel for why this is one of the prettiest coastal towns in Norway. We are hopping into Olden next, which is all about scenery, dramatic scenery and fjords with the glaciers. I mean, it is just lively and amazing in its natural way. And a scenic drive or maybe even just a walk would give you that experience. And then it's Stavanger. And Stavanger is a very friendly, down-to-earth town, and that you'll find the Norwegians are incredibly accommodating and welcoming. They speak excellent English, so you know, heading into the coffee shops and restaurants and bars and things, you'll definitely meet some lovely locals. Then it's Kristiansand, and kind of a softer coastal feel, this one. You might want to go to the cathedral, take a little walk around the old town and see some of those famous wooden houses as well, and take lots and lots of pictures while you're there because it's so picturesque. So a couple of days at sea sees us back into Southampton. Now we have included your transfer back to the airport to fly you back to Oz.
What a lovely itinerary this is as well. And if you've never been to the Norwegian fjords, honestly, it is some of the most picturesque scenery in the world. It's wonderful. And of course, with this, you've got that elevated cruise experience, which sits by this side by side so beautifully. You'll be eye to eye with the glamorous scenery. Now, let me show you the price tag we've secured for this wonderful getaway, which is all about enjoying the grandeur of life on board with Cunard and the incredible views in the Norwegian fjords. That is amazing, and a low deposit today with our team locks that price in for you, with the airfares included, the stay and the cruise. So you'll fly from Sydney to London with 3 nights in a hotel there, transfer included down to the port in Southampton to board Queen Victoria for 12 fabulous nights, luxury cruising, refinement, calm, entertaining and enriching days and nights of stunning travel, cruising to Hamburg in Germany, Norway's capital Oslo, and then the wonderful fjords journey as well. Back into Southampton, another transfer there to the airport in London to then fly back. It's so complete, this package, it's just ridiculous. A low deposit today, remember, is all you need. Here's all the details. You lucky, lucky people. If you do want to elevate that experience even further, you've got prices on the screen if you want to go for the balcony, wonderful sea view there. You've got the suite price as well. There are some amazing themed evenings on board that I was just looking up as well. Things like the Roaring Twenties and the Masquerade Ball. Lots of fun. So actually, Cunard is not necessarily about being, you know, dressed up to the nines 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. It's a very, very enjoyable trip, which has a really nice sort of balance of beauty and elegance, but activity and relaxation as well. It is fantastic. Call us now, toll free 1300 412 358 is that number to call, and you can call us right the way through the week. Right, quickly, time for one final Cunard trip in this show, and it's the jewels of the Adriatic combined with the contrast and the wonder of the Mediterranean. Now, it's a 25-night trip, and it starts on the 15th of June next year, flying to another iconic capital city, this time in Italy, glorious Rome, and you'll have 2 nights here in a hotel. It is a stunning city, it really is. It's a wonderful time of year to see it. Please make sure you get to the Colosseum as well, because it's such a highlight in Rome, as is the shopping, as is Vatican City, as is the Trevi Fountain. Honestly, you'll have to pack it all in while you're in Rome, because it's an amazing place to be.
Yeah, you will. And then it will be time for you to cruise on board my favourite Cunard ship. We've included your transfer, the Queen Elizabeth. For 21 nights, she is a beauty, the Elizabeth. I very much enjoyed my time on board. In fact, Queen Elizabeth is the 3rd Cunard Queen of her name, the first being RMS Queen Elizabeth in service from 1939 to 68, and the second being Elizabeth II, launched in 1969, retired in 2008. So she's the 3rd one in 2010, and she is very beautiful and accommodating. And the lovely thing about the Elizabeth and Victoria, they're slightly smaller than the Mary, the bigger vessel, but they're just the right size, and they still, you know, encompass everything that we love about Cunard. Maybe this is going to be your very first Cunard cruise. You might have been curious for some years, and it's time to finally take the plunge and see what the absolute pinnacle of cruising really means. And it means dressing up to the nines and enjoying those incredible formal nights, strolling down the iconic staircase, enjoying delicious food from dawn to dusk, wonderful classic entertainment, you know, chamber music, live pianists and guitarists around the ship, wonderful shows, maybe playing boules up on deck, or shuffleboard or something like that, or, you know, going to enjoy a dance class. learning how to fence, all kinds of different things. You know, it's about enjoying it at your pace when you're on Cunard. And indeed, of course, making sure you have some nice spa treatments or heading up to the thermal suite just to relax and kick back and indulge. That's when you're not out on deck basking in the Mediterranean sunshine, because we're going to be there in the height of summer. It's going to be wonderful to enjoy that. So, you know, Cunard is really so much of an experience. Even before you have arrived in port, you feel like it's a proper voyage, a proper experience, and experiencing cruising the way. Honestly, there's always a touch of how it's been for the last 180 years, because Cunard are brilliant at retaining the very fabric of what cruising truly is. And the tradition is always celebrated on Cunard, whilst also offering you modern amenities and advancements. So we're off on an adventure cruising out of Civitavecchia, the port for Rome. And a day at sea is going to see us into Valletta in Malta, where you can take a guided walk through the old city and upper Baracca Gardens, taking in the grand harbour views that explain why this place mattered so much historically, and you can learn about the tie-ins with the war there too. Next up, it's Couture in beautiful Montenegro. One of those arrivals you will not forget, mountains rising straight out of the water as a fjord greets you. Now, the old town is where you've really got to explore here. It's stunning. Next up, it's Split in gorgeous Croatia, very lively and very real, with incredible history attached as well. And Diocletian's Palace is a very much a landmark you cannot miss when you are downtown in Split. Another port in Croatia awaits us, Zadar, which is relaxed and coastal. And an old town exploration, including the Sea Organ waterfront, would be the one to take here, because you've got to see that whilst you're here. The rhythm of the city slows right down. Then we're into Trieste in beautiful northern Italy. It feels slightly different from the rest of Italy, actually. It's elegant, historic, literary as well. And there's also a touch of kind of the northern areas of Hungary as well, tied in with the Italian history here. We're into Dubrovnik next in Croatia, home of Game of Thrones, King's Landing, if you're a fan of Game of Thrones. But walk the wall and just explore the old town. In fact, visiting Dubrovnik is all about visiting the old town for sure. Corfu's next, and maybe after quite a lot of sightseeing, you're just going to take it at your pace and head to the beach in Corfu, because they have some stunning beaches. And swimming in the Mediterranean at this time of year, I mean, there's nothing quite like it. It's beautiful and warm and wonderful. Then we're into Kefalonia, Agostoli, one of my favourite Greek islands. You can do everything from renting your own boat to head out onto the harbour to turtle or dolphin watching in this port. But the beaches themselves are sublime also. Naples awaits, and this is going to be a big archaeological, historical port to visit, because you've got Pompeii, that amazing city that was buried underneath the ash of Mount Vesuvius for thousands of years. You've got to head there and also go to the museum. Now we're back into the port for Rome, and this is going to give us another day to enjoy Rome and the surrounding areas. It's about an hour by excursion or by train into Rome or Civitavecchia. Take it at your own pace. There's lots to see in the city itself. Then it's Barcelona, which is going to be a highlight for many visitors, I think, on this cruise, because Barcelona is the Catalonian capital and definitely one of the cultural capitals of Spain. And you will love the Sagrada Familia by Gaudi there, the cathedral. Marseille's next, biggest port in France, and definitely, somewhere where you can explore the back streets with a nice, glass of wine in hand and just feel very French. Ooh la la. Yeah, you will when you're in Marseille for sure. Then it's Calvi in Corsica. It's nice to head into Corsica because not many itineraries offer this. A scenic coastal tour focusing on the views, the villages, and the pace of life here would be the way to see it in its true glory. Next up, it's La Spezia, and La Spezia offers us a stopping off point for many areas of Italy. Cinque Terre, Pisa for the Leaning Tower, which you've got to do, you've got to get the selfie there, and also Florence and Lucca. So it's really, take your pick here, so much to see. We're back into Civitavecchia, and we've included your transfer to the airport from the port to fly you back to Australia. Here's an overview, flying into Rome for a couple of days, heading off to Malta, Montenegro, a couple of ports in Croatia before we head to Italy in Trieste, another port in, two ports, there in beautiful Croatia, and then we are, of course, back in at the end to Civitavecchia where you'll disembark. What an excursion, what an adventure this is.
Yeah, I mean, the vibrancy of the cruise experience that you'll enjoy on board with Cunard matches this itinerary, which is full of variety, just beautifully. It's like the discoverer's dream. And life on board is so calm, so refined, so elevated. You'll love it. Again, let me show you the price for everything here, which is so, so good. Honestly, I think this trip has your name written all over it. And remember, it's just a low deposit today to lock that price tag in. Remember, here at CruiseAway, we've been putting together comprehensive packages like this for over 25 years. That price includes your return Sydney flights to Rome in Italy with a 2-night hotel stay when you first arrive. Then we transfer you to the port of Civitavecchia, and that's where you join Queen Elizabeth. She'll be waiting to whisk you away for 21 nights to Malta, Croatia, Italy, the Greek islands, France, Corsica, and more. Ending back in the port for Rome, we'll transfer you back to the airport, this time for your flight home. It's an amazing offer, and here's all the details you need to book. It's just a deposit today, remember, to secure this. And I think this is a very, very exciting holiday. If you do want to look at it in even more detail, it is, of course, on our website. That cruise ID, the big long number you see on the left-hand side of your screen at the top there, you pop that into our website at cruiseaway.com.au, and you'll literally get a day-by-day breakdown. It'll give you more information about the ship that we have time to put into the show, and also many more information, much more information, should I say, of the highlights in every one of the ports along the way. Remember, if you've got any questions whatsoever, please do call us. There's no such thing as a silly question, I promise you. We've been answering questions for over 25 years. We've been tailoring bespoke packages for people for over 25 years as well. So if you're thinking, oh, I would love that. I would love if that holiday that went from Rome to Rome, I would love if that had gone to London as well somehow.
Yeah.
No problem. We can add a stay in London and do all of the connecting for you without you having to trying to arrange your own holiday, especially when it's the other side of the world. It's stressful. It's a nightmare. Just pass that nightmare to our team here at CruiseAway, who've been doing it non-stop. They could do it with their eyes closed, blindfolded.
Yeah. And let us do the legwork for you.
Yeah.
And all you need to do is put the date in your calendar. And that's it.
Yeah.
And get ready for it. And that's the magic of, CruiseAway. We really do offer you so much, not only value, but opportunity and selection when it comes to building your dream holiday or multiple dream holidays, because it might be that you book one cruise that goes from Australia that goes over to Europe. Perhaps you're going to do a semi-world cruise, and then you're going to book another one that goes on. It might be that you're going away for a few months and you're going to be booking quite a few trips.
Yeah. And you might want to be booking something that goes in just a few weeks, or you want to plan 2 years ahead. It's all possible.
Yeah.
All you need to do is just give us a call. It's funny, isn't it? Arranging holidays, you can go dizzy going on the internet here, there, and absolutely everywhere, or you can make one toll-free call, and we take care of everything and make exactly what you want to happen. It's amazing. Listen, we're out of time for this show. Thank you so much for your company. Joe and I are back on many more CruiseAway shows as well, so please look out for us, because it's always good news, it's always great deals, and it's holidays. What's not to love? See you soon.